A lot of the jokes are funny because a lot of the words have double meanings. Here is the joke of the day. The two birds are standing and talking to each other. One bird is standing on a twig, another bird is standing on a wire. So this bird is saying, "You spend too much time online, you know that?" So this bird is standing on a line. So online has two meanings. A physical line like this, like a wire, or online, like what you're doing now. Okay, so our learning goal today, I can ask questions about the book. So before we do that, thank you very much for sending videos on Flipgrid talking about the story on day 1 and day 3. We use Flipgrids to talk about main ideas and key details about the book. I heard a lot of examples about you saying how animals work together. I also noticed that some of you are trying to ask questions about the story, which is great. So today, let's talk about asking questions. Believe it or not, ask yourself questions during reading can actually help understand the information better. As we all know, to raise a question, we use those WH words. Why, how, where, when, which, what, or who. These are the most common words that's leading questions. And also, we can start the sentence, I wonder. So, I wonder why, I wonder how, I wonder where, etc. So let me show you how I do it when I read my book. And I'm going to use the example of animal teams. You read this book on day 3 and you just uploaded Flipgrid videos about main idea and key details. And this is gonna be my first time reading the book. So when I read it, especially my first time, I want to think about the questions when I'm reading because I'm not going to understand every detail of the book. So let me start and I will show you when and how I come up with questions. Can a small bird help a big giraffe? Can a shrimp help a fish? Yes, they can. So up till now, I pause and I think, earlier we read the book about animal teams, about fish teams. I know fish can help fish. I know zebra can help zebra. The lion help lion. But do different animals also help each other? So that's my question there. I asked myself, how do different animals help each other? Do they team up and how, right? So this question guides me and it want me to continue reading and I want to find answers about it. So let me continue reading. These may seem like odd friends, but many animals work together in teams. These animals help each other in lots of ways. Let's find out how. So here I noticed that I'm pretty sure I will get my answer because the book is telling me that let's find out how the animals help each other. And they seem like odd friends, right? Because usually we won't see, oh, a small bird is helping a giraffe can help a small bird. How do they help? So let's continue reading. Some birds live off the backs of big animals. Why do the animals let the birds stay? On the picture here, I'm finding clues that this animal looks like a buck, right, or a deer. And on the back of this deer, there are three birds. So, yeah, some birds live off the backs of big animals, and to the little birds, this deer or the buck looks bigger than them. So, why? Why is that? The birds help. They eat bugs off the animal's skin. Oh, so that's how birds help the deer. But how does the deer help the birds? Right? So that's my other question when I pause, when I read. And then I have my question in my mind, then I continue reading. The big animals help the birds too. They keep the birds safe. And it is a good deal for them because they have lots of sweet bugs to eat. I see. So here's how birds help the deer. They eat the bugs from the deer's skin. And in return, the deer helps the birds to be safe. They keep the birds safe. And it is a good deal for them. Here, them means the birds or the deer. It means the birds, right? Because it says because they have lots of sweet bugs to eat. And they are the birds. The birds eat the bugs. And the deer keeps them safe. Okay, so now I got it. And this part of the book actually answers my question earlier. How do different animals team up and help each other? So as I continue reading, I can find different animal partners that help each other, right? And that really answers my first question. So now you see that when I read, I keep asking myself questions. And some questions can be answered by the book. And sometimes when we ask questions, we cannot find the answer from the book. So as I continue reading, I'm gonna see another partner team, the goby fish and the blind shrimp. They make a good team. So here's my question. Why are fish and shrimp a good team? Right? So I can ask myself, I wonder why the goby fish and the blind shrimp makes a good team. Can I find my answer? I'm pretty sure I can, so I'm gonna continue reading. The shrimp can't see, so the goby helps. The goby looks out for danger, and the shrimp stays close. When the goby flicks its tail, it means that it's time to hide. Oh, so they help each other to alert. The fish will alert the shrimp to hide. So, how did the shrimp help the fish? The shrimp helps the goby too. It will go into a hole to hide. It lets the goby hide here too. So, here is how shrimp help. The shrimp will go hide in the hole and it will let the fish to go in the hole as well so they can stay safe together. The shrimp and the goby hide until it is safe to go out. So they are a good team because the fish is helping the shrimp, is alerting the shrimp to hide, and the shrimp give the fish space to hide, right? So they're a good team. Good. And then I have a question as I read that probably cannot be answered sometimes, but it is definitely a great question. Hear me out. So, in this part of the book, we learned the details about two bigger animals who can help each other, the zebras and the wildebeests. Zebras and the wildebeests live on hot plains. they both like to eat grass all day. These animals are seen together a lot. Why? They stay together because they can help each other find fresh grass to eat. Here is my question. The book is saying that the zebras and the wildebeests both like eating grass. And if they're helping each other find grass together, will they fight for grass? Have you ever thought about that? If they found grass in a spot and there's not enough grass, will they still be friends? Will they share? Will they let the other animal eat first? So that's my question when I wonder. But as I continue reading, I feel that I couldn't find my answer because after this page, they're talking about another partner. They don't talk about these two animal teams again. So this is a good question that I raised by myself, and this will allow me to do more research. So as you see, that asking questions throughout reading can help us understand the book, and also when you read, you are eager to find the answers to your question, right? But there are some questions that the book might not explain to us. That's why I did my research online about why wildebeests and zebras can always stay together even if there's, they both eat grass and sometimes there's not enough grass. Why would they always stay together? And I found my answer. On a website, it tells us that the zebras like to eat tall grass, but the wildebeests like to eat short grass. So they actually don't conflict. They won't actually fight for food because they like different kinds of grass. Now you know that why they like to stay together and they can help each other find grass, right? So it's very interesting to ask questions throughout the book. I want you to use this reading strategy always when you read any book. And attached to today's lesson, there are some videos that I did some research about those animal partners, and I want to share with you about them. And today's task will be written on Google Classroom. So take a look at what you need to do about today's task. And if you have any questions, you can ask me through Class Dojo or put a comment under this task. Thank you very much for watching.